Hello, everyone, and welcome to OpenPlay. This is gonna be a little different one because I also have a podcast requirement to do, which I'm going to do in the middle of this. That's why I have no video for my stream. My video capture is being pulled somewhere else for when that starts. So in the meantime, let's play some Hitman. Lovely, lovely murder.
And Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. Unknowingly, they have been hired by a shadow client to target a number of operatives of Providence, a secret organization working in the highest echelons of power. Providence's controller, the Constant, approaches Diana and makes her a deal. Eliminate the shadow client and learn about 47's past. But when 47 discovers that the shadow client is Lucas Gray, his lost childhood friend, he and Diana switch sides to fulfill an old pact: destroy Providence. Together, they manage to capture the Constant, forcing him to reveal the identities of the 3 Providence partners. Eliminate them, and the war would be over. However, the Constant has an ace up his sleeve.
Dun dun dun. Because I want to. I don't know where it is on the level. Apparently, there's one on the level. And yeah. Don't be suspicious. I'm gonna end up being hella suspicious. I have 0 patience. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Do, do. No, no. People are back here. Do, 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 do. Nobody look up. Like the best thing about this game is like nobody looks up. People have no peripheral vision to save their life. In some cases, it would. Yeah, I'm not gonna use. Nope, wrong one. Nope, give me this guy. Do 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 do. That guy knows it's me. These guys are really dumb. Oh, that's a ledge. Do. Hmm. That's one golf ball down. I don't know how to trigger him to actually go play golf ball. Go play golf. Worded that like an idiot. Take some free coins. Okay, where is that? Oh, there's steps. Nope, not dealing with you. I am just kind of hoping that he'll go play golf. All I remember up there. I'm about to go knife the hell out of somebody. Oh, here we go. Let's over listen to this. Let's follow that. Oh, wow. Infiltrated the staff. Yeah. Locate the missing recruit. Uh, Oh, he's downstairs. Bye. I don't care that I stole your shit. Later. Ooh, that's a meeting I don't want to be in. Like 9 people are gonna see that. Bitch, ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm out here. People saw nothing. And blend, 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 blend. Bitch, why did that door lock again? I gotta remember how the hell I got there. That's right, up these stairs. I am terrible at this game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do, 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 do. I will be on your corpse. Give me knives, give me knives, give me knives, give me knives. Move it. Come on, I want to throw knives. Give me my knives. Which one of you assholes have my knives? Wait, you. Give me my knives. I'm gonna launch him off of this tower. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yoink. Oh, you fell the wrong way. Oh well. We. We. Hey, he rolled under that. I gotta figure out how the hell worded that dude with a golf ball. Hmm. Do. Earl Ingram's still over here. Is he just being a bitch somewhere else? There he is. And screwdriver. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, y'all gonna try and murder me. Oh shit, somebody found that one. Where can I hide my shit now? And that's just unfortunate. Can't really put it here. But drop, drop. Well, I mean, that is goofy as shit. Yeah, I know I'm gone. Do. And look at a bald head. Mm. The hell are you going? Okay, they're just taking forever. Mm. I gotta go sit down again. Oh, come on.
That's Carl Ingram, Providence partner and brass-balled billionaire. A legendary political fixer, Ingram is old money and as rotten as they come.
Do, do, do. I believe that didn't kill him. Fine.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. You need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Do, 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 do. And Mickey. Mickey. Where you had a key? Well, that's certainly a waste of my time. Ah. Everybody on this floor is stupid. Do, do, do. No, you're not. Wonder if they fixed this. They didn't used to be able to do this.
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
She'll make it right. She always does.
we have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to...
That's creepy and stalkery.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
I don't need that. And pull him apart. It's level.
Thornbridge Manor.
Do. I didn't know where his slow ass is gonna go. Do. We stand time. We stand time. Keeper. Look at that don't look bad for me. Do.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Whoa, what a shock. You shouldn't be here.
Do. Your old ass down here. What did you see?
That is Alexa Carlyle. Unofficial.
Also, I want this. Give me this. Oh, that is blended.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments, or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Do.
The current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You'll probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
Do.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Do.
All right there.
Go bug more members of the family. Or go ransack their room.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
You're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death.
Do.
The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plant, my mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore.
Even Alexa must feel the
Hello, Rye. I don't think I have any audio coming from you. Let me test this, make sure it's going where it's supposed to.
My roommate is watching.
Your roommate is watching what?
He started watching One Piece,
Nice.
like from the beginning.
I've tried. I can't get into it. I have not watched Saber this week. I want to, but I don't.
You want to?
Just to be done with it.
I'm already done with it.
I mean, at least one of us has to keep up with what stupid shit's going on in that show.
Isn't that why we have Zero?
He's not keeping up with it.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Wow.
Like he was talking about how the fact he wanted to wait until the series is over.
I was trying to think back to like previous shows of like, all right, so Blade had a rough start and like it took me a few episodes to get into Kuga. Like Kabuto shit its pants in the second half.
I said the sad thing is I still haven't even gotten to that part with Kuga.
With Kabuto.
Yeah, Kabuto. I mean, 100% the furthest I've gotten into Kabuto is right after the second B user gets his ass kicked.
But none of them made me go, I just want to stop watching. Like, even with Blade, where it was rough at the beginning, I went, maybe it gets better later. I'll give it a few more episodes, and then it got better.
I'm not gonna lie, Blade is the one that made me stop. And in hindsight, I regret that.
For me, I was getting ready to, but I was like, you know what? I'll give it a few more episodes. Maybe it gets better, and then it did.
Like I couldn't get past the
puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzle peating depression jackass. Like I could not get past that. I am currently playing Hitman.
And right.
Yeah.
You were playing Resident Evil Village earlier.
Yeah, I because like I started streaming it like last week, or not last week, a while ago. And despite having not changed anything in my setup at all in any way, all of a sudden you couldn't hear me just for that one.
Right, and like when I saw you streaming earlier, or was that yesterday? I don't remember. I was like, oh, Vashie said he was having audio issues. I should check to make sure the audio is good. So I jumped in for a few minutes.
What inappropriate comment did you hear me make?
I just made a circle. Didn't need any squares to do it.
At least one person got that joke. That makes me happy. By far the dumbest joke
I literally like went to the kitchen laughing after that.
That's fucking great. That made everything worth it.
Just thinking about it made me laugh again.
I forget the whole reason I said that. I ran around. That's because I ran around the building, didn't I?
Yeah, so like you were like when I jumped in, you were like, "Oh, there goes a wolf, and now I'm gonna follow it like a dumbass." And then you walked it to like a side path that went into a little like village, like a ruined village area. And Ethan made the dumbest comment when he saw a doll in a baby carriage. It's like, "What's this doing here?" Like, Ethan, you're standing in a fucking house. Like, what do you think it's doing there?
Oh, that's right. And I went through the stables and ended up back in the same fucking place I started at.
Yeah, and that's when you made the comment and went back down the main path. Oh.
Like, the sad thing is, like, the first time I played it, that wasn't the funniest thing I said, in my opinion. The funniest thing I said the first time I did it, I tried to say it again, but it didn't come out nearly as funny, is when Ethan gets his hand eaten.
Which time?
When Ethan gets his hand eaten off the first time. And I'm like, can I please have those back? I mean, in the last game, I could, put limbs back on with this magic healing juice that you guys keep giving me. Please, dick.
Can I just give me my hand in a stapler?
I mean, that's literally how it worked.
Yeah, I know. Somebody in Capcom hates hands.
At like a fetishistic level. I mean, there's a lot of that game that comes down to a fetishistic level. Like, I don't want to admit that, but yeah, that's the only excuse for the amount of impaling that guy has.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some water, bring this to the sink, and I'll be back.
Okay, dokie. I'm gonna continue playing this for the internet. Wait, yeah, there's something in the library that's supposed to go to. I don't know where the library is. Oh, there it is. The library. Other letter opener. Hey, is it? Yes, it is. There you switch. There you switch. I'm in another hidden room. That scared the hell out of me. Oh, not gonna scan that one. I want to dig a little more because I can. It also gives me something to do while I wait for Rye. Do. Oh, creepy disturbing picture. Yeah, take a unicorn horn. I need my crowbar. Hey, no, I have the key, don't I? Yeah, I have the key. I'm an idiot. They said only to work on the front door. That's stupid. That's where I grabbed the key. Fine, I'll go pick up the crowbar. Oh shit, I'm in combat. Fuck. That's not gonna be helpful. Oops. Ah, fuckered that up. Time to go. We'll go break into your office, asshole. Nah. Come here, old man. Where the hell did you go? Just come on, old man. Thank God these guards don't talk. I'm an old man.
This is Madam Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your brother committed suicide.
I need to see some evidence to believe that, Mr. Whitmer.
Zachary was found dead in a room locked from the inside. He died from a rare poisonous plant he cultivated himself. He believed you were dead, and a suicide note explained that he did not have the courage to go on without you.
That's what I don't buy. I cared for him deeply, but the truth is he hated my guts. My death would not make him commit suicide, I can promise you that.
Perhaps the death of your older brother, Montgomery, then. I have found evidence showing that you and Zachary killed him nearly 50 years ago. I believe that was when Zachary turned recluse. Your brother recently uncovered proof that your past deeds were for nothing. A letter from Montgomery stating that he wanted you, Madam Carlyle, to take over from your father instead of himself, as you were better suited to the job. Everything would have turned out the way you wanted, without anyone dying. What broke Zachary once, now destroyed him.
And you saw this letter?
I did.
Oh, Zach. How royally I fucked up. Mr. Whitmer, I'm sorry. I just need to gather my thoughts.
Welcome back.
Ew.
Payment for your services. Have you decided on an amount?
Arthur Edwards, you have a file on him.
Yeah, he is
Edwards, how do you...
he's 14 minutes into the first episode and he's just met Luffy.
Uh,
And he was telling me about how it's interesting because, like Nami is the first character you meet, so like by narrative rules, shouldn't she be the main character?
I mean, technically, wasn't she originally supposed to? Or am I thinking Fairy Tale?
You're probably thinking of Fairy Tale.
I know one of the shows that, yeah, it was supposed to be Fairy Tale. To be fair, I haven't watched much of either.
I haven't seen any Fairy Tale, but I've read One Piece.
Like, I watched a bit. I've watched more Fairy Tale than I have of One Piece. But that's because I particularly didn't like the animation style.
I would say give the One Piece manga a try if you want to try getting into it again.
Yeah, I don't want to read a year-long manga. I don't want to.
It's only a year.
However, that's probably about how long it would take me to read it.
Yeah, it's over 1,000 chapters right now, and it's still going. For reference, Naruto ended at chapter 700.
Yeah. Amazingly enough, I've read all of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
this
right.
way.
Oh, I need open OBS. That's a thing that I do.
Yeah, because I can't do that one because I'm controlling my own. Oh, still on the second floor. Get the fuck out of the stairs. There they are. No, I found officially my favorite weapon in this game. And it's because it's a very stupid weapon. Well, there's two. I have a narwhal horn. They call it a python, but it's a narwhal horn. And I just stole a unicorn horn and used it as a stabby weapon. That was fun.
All right. Ready?
Ready. God damn, Google, take there we go, Google, you slow bastard. Welcome everyone to the Toku Portal podcast for Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. I am Vashie V, and joining me today is
Sorry, did we open with
yes, we opened with goddamn it, Google. I apologize.
Hey,
Google fixed their crap so that delay wasn't, 2 minutes.
all right, so welcome everyone to Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, episode 15. So, what's up?
First things first, by far my favorite episode so far.
Oh, this was a really good one. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite, but this was really solid.
But I mean, to be fair, and this is my favorite if you don't count the fan service episode. And by fan
Which
service,
one?
I mean all the giant mecha.
All right, that happened.
If you don't count that, this is my favorite episode because the majority of this episode is just very heartwarming.
Yeah,
And
this
then-
is just a genuinely good episode.
and just a hair creepy. Just a hair.
We'll get to that. But the answer is no. Oh, shoot. I don't have a good way to, like, hang up my camera, so it's very finicky. Okay, so all the kids and such are playing at the restaurant like they typically do after school. And a new kid shows up. He just moved to the area. So everyone gives him, a friendly greeting, welcomes him, tries to get him to come inside, but he's too shy and runs away. He starts to head back home when everything changes.
Because welcome to Sentai, this is the thing that happens.
Welcome to Retro World. We got the 80s, we got the 70s, we got the 90s. All the buildings are like, I don't even know what era that is. But
to put it easily, samurai era.
Cars
With a-
become older, like a cash register turns into an abacus.
Oh yeah, no, this entire fucking power is just bonkers. Because there's zero consistency with it.
Everything becomes retro, even people's clothes. And you know what everyone does about it?
Not a damn thing.
They live in the moment and have a good time. Why am I getting a feedback echo?
I don't know. That would be on my end. You turn you down in my headset. See if that works better.
Okay, we'll see. So far so good. So yeah, people aren't really hurt by this, and it's like, hey, you know what? Let's look around. Like, buildings are old. Like, let's check out what these buildings used to look like. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy this.
Like, this is one of those episodes where it's like, yes, it goes kind of batshitty, and nobody really questions it, and they just kind of let it go.
Yeah, like, people know that, like, all right, the Toji Tendo is doing shit like this, but this is the first one that hasn't been harmful.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of them weren't necessarily harmful
Not at
at
first,
first.
but like they were far more harmful than even what this becomes.
Actually, like, so in my head, theoretically, this would be worse, and I have a reason for that.
When I say harmful, I mean like actual physical danger and not just depression.
Mental abuse, the
Yeah.
mental abuse of it. I'm like, yeah, no, the mental abuse is kind of worse.
I'm referring to like physical harm here, not mental.
Okay, I'll accept
Otherwise,
that.
yeah, no, this is a sad state of affairs.
Like, it starts out so well too, because it's like, oh, this monster's really not doing anything bad, and then it hits, and I was like, now it makes sense.
But yeah, like Zox's ship turns into an actual pirate ship, which means it can't fly.
I just thought it turned into a sailboat.
I mean, you put a scroll and crossbones on it, and it becomes a pirate ship.
I mean, that's fair. That is accurate.
Or you could put something else on it and make it like, I don't know, a government ship or something. Like, a ship is a ship until you put a label on it.
Until you give a purpose.
Pretty much. So yeah, Zox's changer turns into like an actual like wooden pirate wheel.
Why?
Because this is retro. He didn't have that kind of technology when things were retro.
Neither did the Zenkaiders, but they still keep their guns.
Yeah, but they weren't shoving their guns right in the monster's face.
I mean, that's fair too, I guess.
Also, you know, Zox has the bootleg version, so you tell me.
Yeah, I mean, that is fair.
Meanwhile, Bakuwas is pissed. Barashitara and Ichirude have done nothing but fail him with every attempt. And they've only disappointed him. This invasion has just been a farce. And what the fuck is this retro world even supposed to do anyways? And the two generals just kind of look at each other like, retro world?
We're doing what now?
Boss, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It was Geej.
Which, that was unexpected.
Boss's pet parrot. And immediately Bakuwas is like, oh, it was Geej. Oh, you clever little bird, you. Alright, let's see what you got going on here.
Like, one, it's enjoyable watching, you know, Bakuwas actually call them out on their crap.
Yeah, too many Sentai generals give too many free chances.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, look at freaking Juoger.
To be fair, the whole point of that was like he was old and bored and wanted entertainment.
Yeah. That is no excuse for knowing that somebody is, you know, trying to backstab you and just allowing that shit to continue. Boredom is not an excuse.
I would argue that Genis probably had a death wish. Not necessarily that he wanted to die, but in the sense that like he was so bored, he would willingly let someone try to kill him so he could see if it would be if it would bring any meaning to his life.
Yeah, I could see that, especially given the whole Genis problem to begin with.
Dennis was a little bitch though. Like
I mean, he was made up of grunts. Of course, he was a little bitch, and he was pissed off because they found out he was just a little bitch.
All right, so Yachan goes for a walk to explore the olden city when she runs into the little boy. I don't remember his name.
I don't either.
He's all sad and such though, and he wants to go home. And Magine is the one who relates to it because she used to be a shy kid as well. And it's like he didn't want to move in the first place. He must have left all his friends behind. Like it must be really hard for him right now. So Yachan decides, like, hey, I'll cheer you up. I'll take you on a tour through the city and we'll have fun.
Like, I love it.
And then Kaito reminisces to the others about how she cheered him up when she took him in after his parents disappeared. And it's really sweet and wholesome.
Like, having Magine be the one to relate is perfection because she fully gets that. And that's just based on the,
He was there.
that 2 minutes of an episode where that got explained to us.
Like she was there. She was a shy kid that like wanted to play with the other kids but couldn't bring herself to approach them and needed a trusting adult to be the one to extend their hand out to her.
Like, and then just having Yachan be, that kind parent, looking out for the neighborhood kids and shit.
And so yeah, like Yachan takes him to the city and like shows him like older stuff. Like somebody set up like one of those old like little theater boxes that they do. She shows him like an old TV where it's like, hey, try changing the channel, but there's no remote. No, you turn the dial. Takes him on like
I hate that joke
because it makes you feel old.
Well, one, yes, it does make me feel old because I used to be my parents' remote control.
Oh.
But also the aspect of I've seen enough videos on the internet to know that's absolutely a thing that would happen.
I saw a video where like these parents gave their like 4-year-old kid a Game Boy Color, and the kid was trying to like tap the screen like a touch screen and it didn't do anything, so he thought it was broken and like tossed it aside.
My favorite thing is watching them, like parents give teenagers the old rotary phones and telling them to call a number. And just watching them just boggle-eyed stare at it like it is the strangest alien technology they have ever seen.
And so yeah, she takes him on like a trolley and they come across a group of people doing like a public street dance, and Stacy happens to be in the area. And he's all moody. He's brooding because he teamed up with E.G. Rude, but he hasn't been getting results. So now he's wondering if maybe he should, break off from that agreement and do his own thing. When Yachan walks by, and he is just paralyzed looking at her because he could swear she bears a shocking resemblance to his mother.
I'm glad they yeah, no, because they didn't. I can't even say that with a straight face. I was gonna say I'm glad that they at least explained that, but no, they didn't.
They did.
They just showed a picture of some random woman. I'm like, oh, I don't need the weird, creepy I'm in love with the old lady thing because she looks like, somebody from my past.
That wasn't in love with her. That was
I
maternal.
know, but that's but that's the same type of like glittery effect like that every anime, a lot of the dramas use to show like that whole love thing. Like
In this
that
case,
love at first
though-
sight thing, which I realize is not a thing. Believe me, I know it's not what they were going for. Obviously, considering the fact that you got the whole parental thing before I did. But it was just one of those like, that just seems weird. Like it was a weird tone.
No, he's just a mama's boy.
I mean, somebody has to love his mother. And
Oh.
not just the way Vashie did.
Ugh.
That man has had way more sex than any of us alive.
Yeah. And that's
I
just an
hate that
unfortunate fact.
Yeah. I hate the fact that meme is accurate.
Also, he doesn't pay child support.
If he did, holy fuck.
But did they tell us how old Stacy is?
No, I don't think they did. I think the only thing they actually covered was the fact that Stacy's mother was like his 900th wife.
Okay. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Stacy is confident that his mother is dead, but Yachan bears a resemblance to her. Let's spitball here. What's the likelihood that Yachan is somehow Stacy's mother?
So,
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I asked the question, but even in my own head, I can only think that the probability is 0. You go.
But I want to talk about this logistically.
Yeah.
It's not out of the realm of possibility when you add into one simple fact.
Go on.
How do you think his parents found out about the alternate worlds?
God damn it! I was just thinking about that too.
Like, I hate to fucking say it, but it makes sense.
But then did she forget? Because she doesn't acknowledge him.
I mean, it could be that, or she just like chose to. That more of that whole it was a painful memory, so she just chose to ignore it. I mean, that's the easy way to explain it. It would also explain why she's not so super surprised when any of this shit actually starts going down. Like, she's not confused about this Enkaiger stuff, any of the Toji Tendo stuff. She's not confused when Sechan's just starts acting up and, being weird.
I mean, to be fair, neither was Kaito.
I mean, to be fair, Kaito's Kaito. This motherfucker didn't understand what an ice age is.
He's her granddaughter. We're trying to figure out if Stacy is Kaito's uncle. No.
It would be weird. It's not. Let's be real. The shit Toei's been doing lately, while absolutely amazing, there are bits of it that are like, how in the fuck did you come to this decision to do this? Like, having a 900 man running around trying to pick up a wife for an entire season, and then have his 400-year-old sister basically start dating one of the other Rangers, and also she looked 12.
I think she was only 200. That's not the important part here.
I mean, it's like I said, it's not the most out there thing that Toei's done by any means.
Remember Star Ninja?
I try not to.
The ninja cowboy whose mech is a bull?
And he transforms with a burger?
Yeah, he takes his burger, attaches it to his six string. Like, that's the point where you just have to accept that Toei is fucking with us.
Dude, everything I see that ever hints to, like, American, like, anything to do with America, it just comes across as Toei going, we can make fun of you and you'll never know.
You mean we'll never know?
I'm going off of, a certain company member's tweets that people couldn't stop tweeting him, and now they fucked everything up for everybody.
We're past that.
I know, but I mean, like, he my joke, it comes at the aspect of him claiming ignorance about any of us having any knowledge of it.
So Stacy walks off of the episode because he has a mother complex. But we'll see him next week.
Because of course we will.
The rest of the team failed to find the monster, but they meet back up and see Yachan and the boy dancing, and he's smiling and happy, and it's like, hey, he's found himself. Like, this is good. He's making progress. And then Retro World triggers his real plan. Make everyone nostalgic for how things were back in the time, and then make them want it. And yeah, the depression kicks in, and now everyone's feeling sad because they miss how things used to be.
I mean, rightfully so, to an extent.
Kaido misses his parents. The boy misses his old friends. Like Yachan misses her son and his wife. Let's see here. Manjin misses when she was, the shy child. Gawan misses when he was lonely. Vro misses when Toji Tendo abused him. And Jiren misses when he was a nobody. And wait a second, what the fuck am I saying? And yeah, the Kikainoids all kind of have a realization of like, wait, I don't miss that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they pretty much go. They literally go, wait a minute.
Like, hold on, our lives were terrible back then. We're way happier now. So they kind of snap out of it. Kaito is still trapped in it, so Jiren just borrows one of his gears, and they go to fight Retro World. And so they perform like a sick combo move on him. Like Jiren goes to slash at the feet, but he jumps in the air, but Gallon like grabs him and then pulls him back down for Jiren to like swipe at him again.
Like, there's aspects of this fight that are just pure genius and gold.
And then Retro World decides to be a fucker.
I mean, like you do.
And reverses the fight they just had so that he hasn't taken any damage. But Jiren thought ahead because, he's the oldest one, so he's like the wisest. He's he knows what a thing or two about what's going on. He grabbed the Time Ranger gear and uses their powers to restore the proper timeline where they kick Retro World's ass.
Okay, I guess that's an acceptable. 'Cause
What
my
did
brain,
you?
well, no, because my brain went. That's not how their power worked, but I guess it technically did. Because their whole purpose was going back to stop people from fucking with time.
Yeah, that was literally the plot of the show. Like, criminals from the future went to the past to take over the world while it was in a weaker state.
Like my brain registered more of how they've been doing the powers for the most part, of some aspect of a power up or skill.
I get that, but like, what would you give for Time Ranger?
The time swords or the time bazooka.
And what would those do that you couldn't get in any other Sentai?
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe the surfboards.
Uh-huh.
Or not the surfboard, the weirdo jet that they all used.
I just find like restoring the proper timeline more thematically appropriate.
Yeah, I will openly admit that.
So with Retro World defeated, everything returns to normal and everyone gets out of that funk that they were in. Kaito and Zox rejoin the fight in time for the mech fight.
Them sitting on the beach was gold.
Right? Now, this guy was thinking, like, he had a plan. It didn't work, but he had a plan. He uses his retro powers to hit Kaito, Zox, and their mechs so they can only talk in older mannerisms. Like old expressions that are out of date and are like meaningless without context. And so he effectively cut off their communication with each other. That doesn't matter. Their sword still hits the same anyways.
Yeah.
He had a plan, but boy did it not do anything.
But boy did it not matter.
I really like that he tried that though. Like, that was a really good idea in probably the worst possible execution.
Like, this would work in a Sentai where, like, or for like a better thing, like any type of like magic show where you had to say certain things. Like, this would work great in Magic Ranger.
In fact, making them impossible to understand made the fight harder for him because they couldn't call out their attacks. He couldn't tell what they were going to do next.
Like, this is that point of we're gonna, Toei as a group, we're gonna jab at our own stuff, our own cliches. But in this particular case, in a very unique way. And one of those, y'all shouting all this stuff is stupid, come up with a better way to, you know, synchronize your attacks or whatever you're going to do. But at the same time, it's one of those is like, have them doing that also makes it so much harder for the bad guys. Because in the end, you can just say anything and it's not a bullet's still a bullet. It doesn't matter what you say. And for those of you on my stream, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna hop off, seeing as I fucked up.